So yeah, this is next part of the segment with this particular build. Uh, here's the old stock head. Never used it before. It's got not a lot of heat dissipation here, but some guys will like them, I guess. But it's not my particular style of build. So what I've got here is 6cc aluminum heads here. This is what I'll be using on this particular build, on that setup. And this also will help you out with the spark plugs. Right here we got the LD. Let's see here if we can get it up. There we go. LD. That's what came with it. Works pretty good. I also got the little tiny the M7. There's also another one that came with it. A little smaller. This was the other one I was running this summer. See, so this is the Champion L86C. Well, good you can see that, but yeah. So what this video I've basically want to show you is on these heads. When you're putting the spark plug in it, let me see something. I can get a better setup. Okay. You'll be able to see here just exactly what's going on. So you got your head, and your spark plugs. And what happens here is sometimes the spark plug, depending on the head that you got to check to make sure that the spark plug gets down in the head there pretty good. So right now the first plug I'm going to put in is the LD. I'm going to see how far that plug is going to come down in that head, so we can actually see there. So that's the LD, basically hand tightened. You can see there's probably about I don't know, you might not be able to see it well, but 2 to 3 threads. You know, it's a little higher up in there, so you can even get a little more air velocity in there. All right, it's not sitting completely up in the pocket there, but it is definitely in a couple threads. I'd say about 3 threads you could see from this side here. So let me take that one out. Take this out. This wire's in my way here. Next one we got the excuse me, the Z8C spark plug. Put it inside here. Let's see how far she reaches. So now you can actually see with this particular plug, this one is sitting in here. It's in here actually a little more deep. It might be a little harder to see, but let's see if we can get it in. But there you go. You can actually see right there where the light kind of curves. This one has about 1.5 threads. You can see that plug. It's sitting at about 1.5 threads or so. So it's a little deeper in that cup, so it's going to create a little more compression. So let's take that one out. And now this is the Champion. L86C. Got this plug at Canadian Tire. This plug here. Now we can see how far this one reaches. So with this particular plug now, you can see it actually comes right down in there, and in that little cup. So the piston could never touch it, which is great. But you can see even at a side view here, you can't see it. You know, it's actually in there pretty good. But out of all these plugs, this is the plug that I found ran the best. And I think it just has to do with how far it was sitting inside of the actual combustion chamber. I found this one worked really well. So this is just, another video just so that you have a better idea, you know, when you're buying these plugs. There's a difference, you know, in the lengths of the threads and how far they actually reach in the head. Because the one thing you don't want, obviously, is for the piston to tap your spark plug, you know. So you got to definitely pay attention to that. Well, yeah, this is just, you can see right there. It's just a basic video there, just so you get a better idea of these different plugs, you know, when you're putting them in. You know, make sure you verify the lengths so that you don't get into a problem with your piston and your spark plug. So yeah, stay tuned.